I love the most. Okay. So, good morning. I am sitting down and doing my work, and I had a lot of questions. I actually had a lot of response to my stories yesterday about how I, really work my business. Sorry, I just drank my shake and I have food in my teeth. How I work my business so that I am honoring God and honoring my family with social media and my phone use. And then I talked this morning about time blocking and how I've always worked in the pockets of my day. So I kind of want to go a little bit deeper with that and explain to you how or what that looks like for me. So I have this planner. It's called a Rise Up Planner. And it's for anyone, honestly, that has a business. Maura Kusaba, she created it. You can get the old one on Amazon, I think. This one, there's a link in her profile. I'll drop her, I'll tag her below so you can follow her. But you don't have to have this planner to do it. I just love this planner and it works really well for my business. But I block out the time of my day. So any planner that you have that lists the hours of the day, you can use it. So you can get one at Walmart, you can buy a fancy one from Emily Lay, you can do anything, but just make sure you have a planner that actually has like the hours of the day listed out. This one starts at 6 and it goes all the way through 10. So every week when I sit down to schedule out my business hours, I start with what do we have going on as a family? Like I try really hard to block off 4 until 8 p.m. as family time. And I don't work during those hours. So I plug that in first. I know that Thursday night and Friday nights are definitely family time. So I don't schedule calls or anything like that. I look at, do we have basketball games this weekend? Do we have a doctor's appointment? Henry has an eye appointment today at 3 o'clock. And so I plug all of that stuff in first because they are my top priority. And if I don't work a business that honors them, then it's not worth it, right? So that is where I start. And then I look at, in the early hours I have up here, even before 6 o'clock, I have working in. I get up at 4:30, between 4:30 and 5, and I do my quiet time. I read my Bible reading plan. If I'm studying a devotion, I read that, and I check in with my people who are doing that with me. And so that comes next, right? So that is just something that I do not skip. During those early hours, after I finish my Bible reading, I do a little work every morning. I find that if I start my day with doing some of the things that I have to get done that day, it really helps my mindset and my focus and keeps me from saying, oh, at 10 o'clock, I haven't gotten anything done today, so I might as well just skip and wait till tomorrow. If I get a little bit done early in the morning, that is my jam and it gets my juices flowing. So some things I might do in the early hours are add followers on social media. Go and find some people to follow on Instagram that look like me, or we have something in common, or follow some friends on Facebook, or I might message some people who watched my stories yesterday just to say, hey, thanks. Like, I appreciate you taking time to follow my life. I hope I encourage you in some way. And boom, I do that every single day. So if I can get some of those things done early in the day, then that works for me. I also like to make sure that my challengers are okay. Like I make sure that my post posted that morning and I answer any messages from my challengers because they are who I serve. After my family, the women that join my boot camps, I get to serve them every single day, and I don't take that lightly. All right. So those are some things I do in the morning. And then obviously from like 6:30 to 8 o'clock, I'm getting ready. My workout's in there. I'm getting ready. I'm getting my kids off to school. So I'm not working my business during those hours. Right. And then like I have different things that I do on different days of the week. So I already know that every Thursday I make a meal plan and I email it to my challengers, right? So that goes in my plan. I know that every day I have to do what we call a power hour, which is just the basics of my business, right? So I schedule that in. And then I schedule in any calls that I have for the week, any training calls, any mentorship calls that I have, and anything I want to create. And so I'm not like sitting down and I'm not doing the exact same things every day, but a lot of the things I do every week are the same. So it's easy to plug those things in. And then the next thing that I do is I look at my goals. So what goals? I have a place right here that I review my yearly goals, my monthly goals, and my weekly goals. And I say, did I hit those? Like, did I hit my goal last week? Did I hit my goal for the month yet? If not, then I have to schedule in the activities that are actually going to take me to that goal. If I haven't hit my basic goal of serving 3 women in my boot camps every month, bringing in new people that I get to help and help them, teach them how to get healthy and fit. If I haven't done that, then I don't need to spend a lot of time creating pretty graphics for a banner for my Facebook page, right? I need to actually be talking to women and sharing my heart with them and inviting them and getting bold about getting out there and saying, hey, this is what I do. It works. It's helped me stay healthy and fit for 5.5 years. I want to help you, right? So when I'm time blocking, I'm making sure I'm putting in the activities that are going to help me reach my goals, right? And so the other thing, sometimes I do it, I don't always do it, is I color block it, right? So family time is a certain color, team growing activities are a certain color, just my personal business building activities are a certain color. And that can have, if you're a visual person, like that will help you stay focused on your goals. Now, like I said in my stories this morning, I did not have a full day in the beginning to work my business. I worked 2 to 3 hours a day as a brand new coach. Where did I find that time? I was a mom, I was a wife, I was working full time. I started to do that. I just used the pockets of my day. Like I said, in the morning, I would wake up and I would add followers. I would respond to messages from the night before. On my commute to work, I would listen to my personal development or send voice memos to my challengers or people I was talking to about joining my challenge group. At lunchtime, I would create content, schedule posts for my challenge group, or come up with graphics or something fun. I would get into people's inboxes at night after my kids went to bed. Instead of watching TV or whatever, binge eating, what I used to do, I would actually use that time to build my business and get into my inbox and get into other people's inboxes and respond to messages and check in with my challengers. So I hope this helps you a little bit. If you have questions for me, definitely like drop them below or come into my inbox because here's the thing. I'm so passionate about teaching other women that you can do something you love. You can build a life by design. You can have a business that actually lights your soul on fire, that makes you excited to wake up every single day, that points other people to Christ and builds an incredible income for you and your family, right? So I used to teach full time and I loved that job. It did. I love that job and the time off it gave me, but I began to crave more. My husband and I wanted me to be home more. And what I do as a coach paved the way for me to do that. But it didn't just happen because I signed up and opened a business. I had to put the work in. I had to plan my time and be intentional about my time. I had to make sure I was setting goals and hitting them, or I wouldn't be here today sitting at home with dirty hair and a headband on while my kids are at school, right? And honestly, guys, like we have even bigger dreams and new freedoms that we want to create for our family. And the work I do today is actually setting the foundation for that. So, sister, dream big, work hard, pray. Trust God with the results from the work that you do. It's not, God, help me build a big business, but I don't want to do anything. You have to actually pray, ask Him to guide you and do the work and trust Him with the results, okay? And so hopefully if you are a business building sister, this helped you. If you're not yet and you want to be, message me. I'm opening spots for my next new coach mentorship. And these are the types of things that I do teach my team and I want to encourage you in. So have a good Wednesday. Tell me if you watched the whole thing, because if you did, you're like my people. And I'm going to go bust out some work before we have that eye appointment later. Bye.